Warning, boys and girls, men and women, civilians, the great ones, I return. How you doing, guys? So, it's been a minute since I had a video, but, I have to be back because I'm not giving up on this hustle. We are going to fix the world, and mostly the young guys, and just make the world a better place by the knowledge that we acquire, guys. So welcome to my channel once again. So if you haven't subscribed yet, like, comment, subscribe. They normally say that at the end of the video, but I'm going to say it early before I say anything so that you don't forget, guys. So today's video, it's about something that I saw on my own family member, right? So I thought I should share this with you because I know a lot of people are going through it, and including myself, I did it, and that is how to trust the process, guys. You have to trust the process and fix your future by fixing the right now. Okay, so with this one individual that I'm talking about, he got a job, guys. He got a good job. One of us really a good bump from the last one that he had. And what happened was he started to ball out, guys. Long story short, let me not try to complicate it. He started to ball out, buying flat screens, new laptops, everything for the room. You could just see he's a young king trying to impress girls or a girl, I don't know, but he's spending ways shot up. And each time I asked him, I said to him, what are you doing, man? I assume that maybe he's making extra money on the side. I'm looking at his lifestyle. He's got takeaways every week. He's buying new watches. He's buying colognes worth 1.5, 2,000 rands. I'm thinking to myself, maybe he's got an extra hustle. But I could tell by his actions and the way he's moving that he's making some extra money. Now, it turns out this individual is very close to me. I won't mention him, but it turns out that he was stealing at work, right? So not only was he making good money at work, but now he was also going to have work problems in the future. First, he thought that job was secure forever, which was, because if he had done things right, the way he had started, and wasn't introduced to the stealing habits from a colleague, because a colleague put them in the game, and he thought it was cool. They did it together. They got caught together. They got fired together. So with this lesson here is that you can never be comfortable, guys. Obviously, first, don't steal. And if you steal, you better be good at it. We are not going to try to promote stealing on this video. But obviously, you cannot steal. You cannot be stealing. That, you're on your own right there. You got to be careful with that. But we are here to talk about being a king too fast and not trusting the process, guys. This is what this video is about. And there's a lot of things that we can talk about that make people want to be hype kings. You cannot be a hype king, guys. You are not ready. So in this video, I want to break it down as to why you should trust the process and enjoying being a small king where doing the right things in time, you'll eventually be the big boss and be the big king. But that takes time, guys. And most people, they don't like to trust the process, guys. They really don't. They want to do things now, upload now on Instagram, and see the bills later, and see the other difficult life later. Most people are right now people, and that's the 80-90% of the world. So let's break it down, guys, how to be a king moving towards being a real king, because you can't be a small king. I don't want to say a slave, but you can't be a small king as you work your way into becoming a real king. You know what I mean? So let's start with this one, guys. First, you got to respect your hustle. If you get a job like the guy that I met, that I'm talking about in this video, he got the great job. That was ×2, ×3 his salary. And he started off good. He worked hard, he hustled hard, he made some money, he made way extra money. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to start to reward yourself. And that is very dangerous because you don't really know how long you might have that job. Never ever let, that's another point, guys, never let the contract or someone's word make you relax. Stay on the game. You cannot slack and relax simply because there's a paper in front of you saying we'll employ you for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and whatever the case may be. Work is about progress, where guys, it's about putting in the work. It's about commitment. You cannot sign the contract today, then tomorrow you don't feel like working. They will fire your ass. You'll be gone. You'll be replaced quickly. So that paper's just trying to say that, listen, if he or she does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a consistent basis, shows up at work, performs, knocks off later, comes back, shows up, performs, great attitude, we, the company, we are going to keep you for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And when that term is over, we, the company, if we are still in business, we don't mind to extend your contract. We, the company, are going to pay you this stipulant every month or every term, condition you do certain things. There is no way that paper says, if you become lazy, we got you. That's not how it works, guys. So first, guys, this is what I want to talk to you about. You have to excel at your job, guys. Nothing is guaranteed. There are always CVs being dropped at the front desk office and you don't know about it. If you're close to the HR, they'll probably tell you that, listen, there are individuals applying every day. There's always someone more hungry. There's always someone looking for a job. You got to be on your A game. And that's the first thing with trusting the process, guys, is first fixing yourself. This is learning every day, reading, excelling at your job, getting better at your job. If it's a competitive background, because competition is at work and outside, guys. You are also in competition with the people that are high just like you. If you're playing soccer like Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm sure there are teammates in there trying to get more goals than him in the name of team spirit. And you, as the best player, as the best leader, you got to make sure at the end of the season, your goals are way more than anyone else. Obviously, playing the game right, passing and everything, but it does come down to you want to be the most talented, most skilled, and most hardworking individual in the pool that you're in. In this case, the company that you're in. Your employers need to see that you are doing the most to try and excel everyone else, guys, and having a great attitude, obviously. So first, fix yourself, guys. Introspection. Be a small king by being great at what you do. You understand? So with the next one, guys, this one, the young guys, they don't like this one, guys. And that's working on a budget. That's working on a budget. Here's the thing about a budget, guys, including myself, whereby I never used a budget being a young guy, coming up. So a budget exposes your bad habits, guys. And this is the reason why most people do not like to budget. Can you imagine what it'll do to you psychologically in visual color, black and white ink, where the numbers say you spent $600 on food for the month and you spent $4,000 on alcohol and transportation, going to the clubs, hanging with your friends, buying the camp chairs, eating the fancy food, setting up the price stand, all the expenses, all the money you guys put together for the hotels. If you saw that you spend $600 for your house food versus $4,000 on entertainment, it will screw with you psychologically. So most people, they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it because it's going to bring good shame onto them. So what they do, they get paid, they go out, they have fun. The money never gets to month end. With 2 weeks later from having the salary, they are broke. They are broke. They know where the problem is, but they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. That's like someone who has let go of themselves in the gym, guys. You know you're fat. You try to cover that up with buying fancy clothes. You know you're overweight. And you know it's not by purpose or the God's hating on you. You know your eating patterns, but you shy away from the gym by wearing expensive clothes. But deep down inside, you know you're killing those burgers every 2 days. You know you should be working out, but you love ordering food online every 2 days. And now you never want to face the truth by looking at yourself in the mirror. But guess what? Or we can see in the streets that you are fat. You know it, but we in the streets, we can see where you are fat. And all of a sudden, you understand why women aren't falling for you. Now, you think the world is not nice. But in reality, you are just fat. And you know how you got fat. So this is right about the same thing, guys, when it comes to the budgeting thing. You know your spending habits. But somehow you just don't want to face them. You know? Use a budget, guys. You can never run a business. Can you imagine a whole company like Microsoft or whatever IT tech, agriculture company, whatever entity or, type of business it is, if they never knew how much they made, they never knew how much the salaries are. They don't know their tax. They just go about opening business on a Monday and they'll just see what will happen for the course of the week. Oh, damn, it's 4 weeks. Let's give people some money. How much do you want? Okay, we'll give you 50 grand. You got 60. Hey, guys, by the show of hands, who got 60 last month? Okay, that person this month, we're going to give him 40 just so, we don't go too over budget. You cannot run a business like that, guys. Companies know their numbers in and out. And that's the reason why they last so long. You know what I mean? So you need to run yourself like a company. Be careful of your habits. Have a budget, guys. In there, you get to reward yourself as a small king. There's nothing wrong with shopping. There's nothing wrong with some entertainment. There's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself. But you are not a king yet. You cannot afford yet to go to a store and not look at the price. You haven't hit your Michael Jackson yet. You need to trust your process, guys. You need to know who you are. Just because you got parents or your backup plan, that's not it. You need to slow down and trust the process. You will be a king, but right now you need to slow it down and tone it down a bit. So please work on a budget, guys. Don't be like the guy I'm talking about. He got a good job. He didn't want to brush up his skills too well. All he was doing was buying every single thing he ever wanted, guys. Don't do that. Have a budget and save. Save your money. You know what I mean? So the next one being your habits, guys, which ties up to the budget thing. You need to fix your habits. Because in turn, the habits are the ones normally that screw up your budget, guys. If you're someone who doesn't drink or doesn't drink a lot, what are the chances of someone making you swipe out 2 grand in a club? Can you imagine? Just want you to picture this. You at a club, you sober, you're having some snacks, you're celebrating a good day out, the alcoholics are starting to drink, the bill is about to be made, it's not made yet. You look at the menu, the bottle is 6 grand. There's 3 of y'all, and people say, hey, listen, we are going to take out 2 grand each to cover this whole bill at the end. And you are sober. Your sober brain, your wise brain, your good habits brain tells you that there is no goddamn way I'm going to spend 2 grand on alcohol that I don't even drink, go home and not have food in my fridge. With 2 grand, I am eating for 6 weeks. Hell to the no, I'm out of here. And that is why, guys, this is where habits come in and being who you're supposed to be. Okay? Don't let people force you to do things when you're not. So if you know that it's difficult to say no to your friends, then don't go out. One of your friends wants to see you, bring them over to your place. Go over to their place. And when they start talking about that partying thing, say, you know what? I have a stomach ache. I don't feel good. I'm going home. With me, that used to happen a lot. And where I made the mistake was I forgot that these guys were making ×2, ×3, ×4, ×5 my salary. So that 2 grand didn't hit them the same as it hit me, guys. So you as a small king, you understand that if I want to drink, let me go to the bottle store, get that Hennessy for $500 that I will drink for 3 weeks versus going to a club and getting a Hennessy for 2 grand. Be a small king by enjoying the king-ish life, but being smart at it. You understand? You love yourself some Hennessy, and you could have Hennessy at a small gathering with friends. You could have a small Hennessy in your house. Guess what? At 95% discount. Why? Because you are thinking small king. You know the time will come for you to ball out crazy in a club whereby you're spending 10 grand on that night, but following Tuesday, you've made that money back. That's when you are king. But you need to trust the process and slow yourself down, guys. Your budget is yours and yours alone, okay? So with the next one, guys, it's just a sum of everything. The future will come. And the smart ones always think ahead. You know what I mean? It's not that you cannot go to clubs every day. It's not that you can have all the designer clothes you want. It's not that you can't buy all the cars, the fancy houses, the everything. But you need to slow it down now so that your odds in the future can be better, guys. You understand? Things like Bitcoin. If you heard about Bitcoin in 2014 and maybe it was around 50,000 Rand compared to the 1.2 million right now, using Rands, we in South Africa, right? If you had saved 100 grand between 2011, 2012, and 2013, you heard about Bitcoin. You know, it might have been 2 years later, but it was still cheap at that time. That 100 grand that you created through discipline, you could have invested it onto the Bitcoin thing, for example. 5 years later, you know, 2014, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You know, 7, 8 years later, when Bitcoin shot close to around, you know, 600,000, 800,000 rands, you know, that's about a 6, 7x from the 50 grand. Automatically, that easily, you could have made your first million, you know. But it's all in trusting the process, guys, and slowing down your roll. Because the aim here is to be a real king later, guys, you know. And somehow we always think that 5 years is far. I need to live my life right now. Why must I save? I'm 33. That's me right now. I'm 33. Why must I save hard for the next 7 years? And then get to 40. Now I'm 40 and I'm old. I won't enjoy my money. You know what's going to happen? At 40, you will still feel young, just with an older face. But now, you could have had the Lamborghini at 40. But since you thought, I need to enjoy myself right now, 7 years is a long time, I'll see it later. What happens is, you are 40 and you are broke. All you have in your CV of life is attending every club around the neighborhood. You know, the best time to be rich is to start tomorrow. Is to start right now, guys. You screwed up the last 5, 6, 7, 10 years But the next best moment is right now, starting right now. If you are 28 and you like, I got 2 years to enjoy my 20s, no. Think about your 30-year-old party, your 30 celebration. Wouldn't it be nice to turn 30 with 30 grand in your bank account, guys? You know, that way you are a small king. 30 for 30. 30 years old with 30,000. Other kids, of course, they are 30 years old with 30 million. So what happens? You might have missed the real 30 for 30. But guess what? If you do things right in your 30s, now you might just be with the right discipline at 40 for 40. That's now when you are 40 years old with 40 million, guys. And that's enough time to do it in 10 years. You understand? You can't be 40 for 40. And 40 is not old, guys. If you know a couple of friends or relatives, 40 years old is not old, guys. They say life begins at 40. Hell sure as hell. If you have 40 million at 40 years old, oh, you're having a hell of a life, guys. And if you're a man and you believe in polygamy and all that nonsense, I don't know, you could have 4 or 5 wives at 40 years old. If you have 40 million, I guarantee you, you know this yourself. If you have 40 million and you told each of the wives they're going to have their own cars, own houses, you take all the kids to school, they are going to get wife allowances. I can tell you right now, you could have 5 wives at 40. Easy. If you have 40 million. All right, so with the next 7 years, like myself, I have to fix my 7 years so that when I turn 40, I can have the life that I want to, guys. Now, if it means 5 wives, I don't know. You know, I was just making an example, you know. But if God wants to bless me with that, hell, why not? But women are stressful. Well, we're going to make several topics on that. But what I'm trying to do at 40, guys, it would be nice to buy 5 family members' houses, for example. Buy 5 cars for 5 family members, guys. That's the vision that you need to have of the future. You know, so trust the process, guys. Be patient. Be patient. Enjoy fixing your habits. They make your life better. You love something, find the cheaper version of it. You can't go to the Bahamas, find a lagoon, find a nice clean swimming pool around a nice area. You know, a 20 grand trip, you can turn into 1,000 rand trip. You know, that 2,000 rand bottle in the club, you can buy the 500 rand bottle in a bottle store, set up a picnic with your friends abroad and enjoy the same bottle, guys. You know, you don't have to spend all out. The people that you're competing with started off from a different standpoint than you. You know, they might have more degrees than you. Their family may be richer. So again, always remember who you are. Slow your roll. Enjoy the process. Be a small king so that one day you become a real king, guys. So that's today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe. It's your guy, Mr. Red. And I'm going to get you on the next video. I'm going to say it one more last time. Slow your roll. Enjoy your life in bits and pieces, guys. But think about the future. You know, if 30 for 30 missed you, it is your responsibility to get to 40 for 40. Whereby now the 40 is millions, not 40 grand. And if 40 for 40 missed you, you can work some more and try to get to 50 for 50. Where you are 50 years old with 50 million, guys. But you have to be wise this next 10 years and work towards that goal. So thanks, guys. I will see you on the next video. The future's in your hands. It's always been.